Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today it's time to get back to Demon Slayer. This is season 1, episode 24. Got a ton of information on the last one. Oh, and by the way, say hi to the doctor for me. Let's see how this one plays out.
Yeah, after a wild ride in the forest up on the mountain, we had a chance to take a little bit of a breather. We got our crew back together, albeit in the infirmary, and excited to see where things go from here.
Yeah, that last scene was very interesting. So let's see how this all can come together. Probably not in this episode. Long haul, right? Let's go!
We got new intel on a demon. The Slayer who found it was defeated. We're losing rank and filers now. We have to act.
Interesting.
Most likely, maybe an upper rank.
Oh, all right. Here we
Sounds
go.
like a difficult mission. But as long as you're going, Rengoku, we don't have to worry.
And you? What's the plan? Taking that headbutting kid in? You had mentioned recruiting more Tsuguko, but I doubt that's the reason.
You don't think I'm going to gobble him up, do you?
Of course I don't.
Gobble him up.
Do be careful.
So I wonder, are we going to see more of our Hashira this episode, and Tanjiro and company going to take a little bit of a back seat while they heal, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, it's so weird because some of the Hashira are so easy to read, and like some of these other ones, most particularly the girls, seem to be a little bit trickier to figure out exactly what they're up to. I mean, the one is in love with everybody. What's her name? Mitsuri.
Loving personality.
Yeah, Mitsuri loves everybody when they do something, but the other two, hard to read. Oh, we need more of that. More of the lightning. He never shows his face when he does it either.
I know, that's great. Now that we know he could be a badass.
Just as we were saying it.
Take your medicine this second. Here you go.
Thank you very much.
I saw that medicine go down much easier. So then, it's different from mine. Favoritism.
Oh, gosh.
Zenitsu, quiet down. This is a hospital ward. Murata.
Yeah, it's gonna take time for us to bounce back.
What was it that happened to you, poor kid? Is he sleeping or something?
You should just let him be.
But for him, of all people, to be quiet.
Tanjiro.
I'm Murata. Nice to meet you. What happened to your arms?
My limbs shrunk down because I was almost turned into a spider.
Long story.
This delivery.
Only so much gross a person can take.
Don't come crying to me if your arms don't go back to normal.
I was just going to say.
Cool. That's such a...
You realize if you take this medicine and get lots of sunlight, there'll be no lasting effects, don't you?
Oh.
No. Lots of sunlight.
I was summoned to the Hashira meeting to give my report on everything that related to the Mount Natagumo incident.
What is this?
It felt like hell. Those Hashira are absolutely terrifying. They were all really furious about how the quality of the new Demon Slayers had gone downhill.
Nah.
Because there were a number of us who neglected to follow orders during what happened up there.
What were the
They were
orders?
asking me things like,
didn't
who
follow
trained them
orders.
anyway? What good was it asking a no-rank like me into a meeting like that?
Hello there.
Lady Kocho!
Oh my, leaving so soon? The two of you, how are you feeling?
Her personality
I
is
think
something
we're a
else.
lot better now.
Well, if that's the case, let's have you start your rehabilitation training.
It almost feels like she's a computer.
Yeah.
AI of sorts.
Like she never gets too high or too low.
Well, and the delivery is like here. Yeah.
The sound Shinobu gives
Oh, the
off is
bird's on
totally
his head.
unique. There's something about it that's a little unnerving. When she was treating the people who got turned into spiders, she seemed ethereal.
Well,
It's no wonder everyone ran to her in tears. Hey, welcome back, you two. How did it go today?
Great.
Don't mind us. Please help me! Need to be mentally prepared!
There's probably no mental preparation on this one, pal.
no.
Not enough for him in the world.
Especially not for Zenitsu.
Since you'll be joining us starting today, I will explain the training regimen again. Those girls will get your bedridden bodies limber again. Next, reflex training. The objective is to throw that water onto the other person. But there's a twist. Your opponent is able to block you from picking up your cup. Go.
That was so fast.
That's enough.
Like they slow it down just so we could see it.
Yeah.
You will face myself, Owie, and then Kanao.
You two, come with me.
Don't feel
Hey,
Oh, is he gonna?
Twice down and follow me!
never mind.
Is he gonna do his raiding stuff?
What the hell are you doing? You miserable bastard! What did you say to us?
Oh,
Maybe it
whoa.
is. It is.
Oh, it's
What are
happening.
you thinking? Apologize to Inosuke.
Me apologize?
Oh, maybe
You're the
not.
ones acting like you came back from hell when you were in paradise! All you did was frolic with girls all day! Apologize and drop dead!
Okay, I'm confused. I thought it was
Yeah, so did
transformation,
I.
but it's not.
Knock it off! You're not making any sense! Isn't getting all shook up by something
See-
smaller than you a real blow to your confidence? That's right! You were raised in the mountains, so you've never been close to a girl, have you?
guy's crazy.
No wonder you're a late bloomer! I feel so sorry for you! That's it! I've been close to girls, and none of them were a match for me!
They weren't a match. None of them were
great.
a match. Beat all of them. Like, no, that's not.
Keep going.
Figure four.
Yes.
Woo.
And go.
Oh,
it's like blood sport
I would
training.
never throw a drink in a girl's face.
what is going on here?
He's more skilled than we're led to believe.
Yeah, when he's not freaking out.
I win! I may have won the battle, but I lost the war!
He's back. Oh boy.
But no matter what I do, I can't beat Kanao. For the next 5 days, I continued to lose to her. We couldn't so much as lay a finger on a strand of her hair. The other two stopped coming.
They were able to?
Yeah, I'm surprised they were able
They
to stop.
drag him in there.
Why can't I beat her? Her reflexes are way faster. I'd probably still lose at full strength. Her scent is totally different. Her eyes are different. Somehow.
We've been calling to you over and over.
What is it?
This is for you.
You're all so kind.
I wanted to ask if you keep up the total concentration breathing state all of the time.
Total concentration. Total concentration.
Morning, noon, and while you're asleep?
Can someone pull that off?
Yes. We're told that being able to do such a thing makes all the difference in the whole wide world. Some people have already been able to master it. We hope you can do it.
Is that so?
What?
Is that so?
Well, I guess if they're doing the breathing all the time, it would explain a lot.
Feeling sorry for yourself won't do you any good.
Those were good times for me. Tell them my injury's gotten worse.
Tell them my injury's gotten worse. What is good? He's changed.
Yeah. It's like he's around the ladies. He's a totally different guy.
Yeah.
Morning, noon, and night. I said I'd try to keep it up around the clock. No, I can't do it. Not even close.
Well, you remember
If
his
I
dad
try to
could...
do it longer than usual, it makes me feel like I'm gonna die. My lungs hurt. My ears are ringing so hard it feels like they're gonna burst.
Oh, they did.
I'll never be able to do it at this rate. When you're in trouble, go back to the basics. Get it together, me.
Me.
Together, me.
It can be one step at a time. Just move forward. Blow into these gourds?
Lady Kocho trained Miss Kanao. And whenever she did, she had her blow into gourds like these.
Really?
Lung capacity training?
That's a neat training technique.
She blew into it and made the gourd go all kaboom.
Gonna pop the gourd?
Oh, it's like the old world's strongest man. See if you can blow up the balloon. That was an interesting one they had there for a minute.
A girl that delicate was able to pull off something like that?
The one that Lady Kanao is able to explode right now
Oh.
is this one right here.
It's huge! I'll give it a shot!
They're not coming today either. Don't concern yourself with those two anymore.
I've been running Urokodaki's drills while maintaining my total concentration breathing. I imagine I'm at the mountains back home, and instead of these
Told
obstacles,
you. Training montage. I knew it. I knew we'd get oh, look at that. It's like Rocky 4. It's the exact same thing. Doing the overhead with the rocks. Fuck yeah. I knew it.
He's got to train his lungs.
They gave us a Rocky 4.
meditation boosts concentration. Urokodaki said so himself.
I can't believe you go and break my sword like that!
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, we haven't really addressed the, there we go.
But I still feel terrible about it. Now's not the time to be thinking about that. Concentrate on your breathing. Yes?
Working hard, I see.
Oh, geez, right there.
Hardly working.
Even though your friends didn't end up joining you.
Why did you decide to bring us all here in the first place?
Nezuko's presence is no longer considered taboo. And the three of you had been terribly injured.
Yep.
I'd like to entrust a dream of mine to you.
A dream?
That we can befriend the demons.
It's kind of the doctor's plan, really. Turn them.
For some reason, I always pick up a scent of anger.
It may be that I'm constantly angry. My beloved older sister was slaughtered by a demon.
Oh.
I see the mournful tears of others who've lost their loved ones in the same way. With their own eyes, they've seen a demon who's never devoured a human.
Which is huge for moving forward with this crew.
It's going to change everything they know.
I don't believe anyone will raise a hand to Nezuko.
If they do, they will get a headbutt.
Not even Shin.
If there is a way not to kill these pitiful demons, I have to keep trying to find it, while keeping the smile my sister said she loved.
No! Stay with me!
Getting some deep backstory here. No, whoa. Her eyes. Gotta go back and look at the eyes.
Demons do nothing but lie. They only fight to survive. Protect your sister until the end. You've stopped your total concentration breathing.
She was testing you.
Total concentration breathing.
Total concentration.
Back to it.
Mother,
Oh,
Hanako,
shit.
Takeo, Shigeru, Rokta. I will turn Nezuko back into a human!
Yeah, are we getting back to, sending off some blood or what here? Is that it? Oh, that is it.
To be continued on the next one. So now, we had, I wrote him down as Master Shin originally, but the bad Shin with the gray hair and the crazy eyes, as opposed to the good Shin with the pretty eyes and the purple hair. Definitely have to differentiate there. But yeah, a great moment for Tanjiro to realize, like, holy cow, they're doing the total concentration breathing all the time. They never stop. He's just doing it, at certain times in battle when he needs to. And I thought that was wild because, it doesn't look like they're doing anything special. When we see them on screen, they're just going about doing whatever. There's no signs that would tell you they're doing, the breathing. So very cool that Tanjiro realized that. And now he's focusing on that. The other two just kind of had enough. And Inosuke and Zenitsu, they just had enough. They're just staying in bed, I guess. And
Been getting their asses
yeah,
whooped.
getting their asses whooped. AOI is trying to, train as best, she can or what they need. But yeah, I mean, I just think I see with Zenitsu in this episode, it was so tricky because I thought he was making a turn and then he wasn't. I thought he was going to go into where he faints and goes into, Raiden/Flash mode, but that didn't happen. But he just gets real weird when he's around the ladies. So maybe that's all it is for now, because he's definitely a different character. He's not complaining about his medicine anymore. His arms are getting a little bit longer. So definitely something going on there. Inosuke, I thought we would get a little bit more with him in his, kind of a little bit of self-doubt that he had, what he needs to do. But, we're right back to kind of him being a little silly when, Zenitsu's like, have you ever even, talked to a girl? I forget what he said. And he's like, they've never beaten me once.
They've never.
I don't
never
mean
lost.
a fight. I mean, if you talk to
Yeah,
him.
that was pretty funny.
So I'm hoping we get more with them. This was kind of our episode for Tanjiro to kind of figure out what they're trying to make him do here. And I liked that because I thought maybe that we would focus more of the story on the Hashira and them going after the demons, because we got that little tease that there might be one of the 12 out there, a higher level that they have to go after. Because, I mean, it is a lot of characters, and I just think that to try to balance that, man, I mean, I almost think you'd almost have to have episodes where it's either very light on some of the characters or not focused at all. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't have an episode with Tanjiro and company to focus on, you know, going after some of the demons with the Hashira. So, yeah, a lot of fun, I suppose. I like to shout out to the figure 4 leg lock they had Zenitsu in, but yeah, he's
laughing at the pain the whole time.
Yeah, you know, for as many episodes as we've been with Zenitsu, I'm still trying to figure this guy out. I mean, in Inosuke, you kind of got it. Okay, overconfident, always wants to fight, needs to find a little bit of humbleness there and refocus what he's trying to do. But Zenitsu, can't figure this guy out.
Well, he's an interesting character, that's for sure. If we could get just one gear for an entire episode,
because he was really fast in the train. But
I think he's just got to be focused. You know, it seems like the classic case of somebody getting inside their head too much when he overthinks. And the more that he just does and doesn't sit around thinking, I think the better off that he is. Got a training montage.
We did.
Hoping for a training montage, and big shout out.
Like
they
Rocky
even
4.
did so in Rocky 4. If you haven't seen it, there's a scene. It's 2 bags of rocks and not just, you know, 2 ropes wrapped around, or excuse me, 1 bag of rocks, but it's essentially a pole and then an overhead tricep extension. Similar-ish to what we got here. But no, it was good that we're seeing them doing different types of training, speed training, strength training, concentration training with the breathing. That was very interesting.
Seemed like Tanjiro was getting really good pretty quickly.
Yeah, so I mean they're putting them through their paces with everything. Reflexes, I mean, they're just the cup thing. That's not even, I mean, that's just a reflex thing, a timing thing, very much like we saw in Bloodsport. We saw some reflex training. Then, of course, the tag, which is kind of like Rocky chasing the chicken, I think, a little bit.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a push. I mean,
how is that a push?
Well, because they're just playing a game of tag. They're not chasing a chicken.
Well, you're running around trying to chase somebody and tag them. Is that not?
Which, by the way, Zenitsu was crushing that when he was
running
focused.
around randomly in a room and people are trying to try. It's just like chasing the chicken.
We'll leave it for you to decide.
It's just like chasing. We basically got a Rocky montage, more or less. Bloodsport / Rocky montage. That's how I'm gonna look at it. So just let me have my moment. But no, it was a good episode. I think we saw obviously the mindset difference between Tanjiro and Inosuke and Zenitsu. 2 very different characters, obviously, between Inosuke and Zenitsu. Inosuke he just wants to fight. Like, I don't know that he has like this, he can, you know, let off the gas a little bit to work on training, because the thing about training is you can never go like, it's training. So you can't be like full in, you can't be out to damage people and beat because of the fact that it's training. And then I think with the way Zenitsu is, it's like he doesn't take it seriously enough because, you know, he's just,
he wants to
I don't know.
massages.
He's thinking about too much about what each exercise is doing. Oh, we're playing tag. We're doing this, you know. And I would never splash a girl with a cup. It's like, that's not. If you do it, it's not a disrespectful thing. This is the point of the exercise, the training exercise. And so that was a very interesting training montage that really highlighted all 3 of their personalities, and I thought that was cool. So again, after some crazy episodes in the woods, you know, we let off the gas a little bit with the last episode, just kind of showing our crew getting back together. Now we're showing them in what seems to be very physical training. And obviously they were injured, so it's like, let's get you back to physical help. But the one thing that we didn't really see here is a lot of like practical training, sword training, technique training. How do you fight the demons? How do we do this? How do we do that? And I'm wondering if we're going to get that. You know, we're working on obviously the total concentration, but we're not working on the different techniques, you know, form 4. So I wonder if we're going to get some of that, because
Tanjiro he knows like up to the 10 forms that we saw in the woods.
I mean,
so
there's
you
a
think
difference
if he
between
does,
knowing the form and maybe having them mastered,
you know, if he does the breathing all the time.
Yeah, but again, you know, this was a very, you know, high level skill focused type thing, and not really let's get down to the, you know, the brass tacks of what this particular form looks like. What are some of the things that you can expect from higher level demons? What can you do to beat them? Because again, I mean, look, we think Tanjiro and Asuke are pretty badass. When we saw Zenitsu go into like his Raiden
Flash
form, he was pretty badass. But they did nothing against the father and Rui, and then Tomioka just came in and whatever. So again, I like that they're going through this rehab, strength and reaction type training, but they need more like practical fighting skill training with their swords. And I'm wondering if we're going to get that, or if that's going to be on hand in the field training.
Yeah, I enjoyed this one. I'm curious to see now if Zenitsu and Bor are going to come back and try to train a little bit more. We've all been there, felt a little defeated, and like, you know what? I'm done for right now. I'm just done. So I'm curious if we're going to see them come back and then enhance them to a whole nother. This episode felt like an opportunity for them to level up while rehabbing as well. I underestimated, I guess, all their injuries, but I'm kind of glad that they are taking their time here to have us on the journey of them working through their injuries and training on top of that. I wasn't expecting Zenitsu at all to go after Bor and Tanjiro like that. It almost felt like we were getting bored back to where he was prior to him almost getting crushed. So to me, at least in this episode, it felt like we had some self-confidence back. But of course, with Zenitsu and Bor kind of leaving, now I'm kind of wondering if we're going to go back to what he was in bed, where he sounded defeated.
Well, I wonder if
loss of confidence.
If Tanjiro can go there and kind of show off a little bit, like, hey, look what they taught me, I can do this. And then I think Inosuke would be like, well, you can't do that better than me. I'll show you. I'll train harder and faster than you ever could.
Well, to me, he's almost. I need live action, not training, because he's just 100% all go, which we haven't really seen it in here. And the way that the training in here, I felt like they had to slow it down with the water, just so we could see how absolutely incredibly fast she was, which I'm glad they did, right? Because otherwise you just see water.
That's it, yeah.
So I'm glad they slowed that down to show us. Also, Tanjiro in his him wanting to do more consistently. I hope we never see him back down from that, because it seems like, all right, I'm getting knocked down, back up, knocked down, I'm back up, knocked down, I'm back up. So he just keeps coming, and he keeps learning. So that's what I appreciate too. As far as like all three of them on who is more powerful, I don't know yet, because we've seen them all in different situations and against different levels of demons. So I can only assume that Tanjiro right now is getting an upper hand, just because he's getting to spend time with Shinibu. And that backstory of hers was great too, because now she has
very similar.
To me, a great connection with Tanjiro, because she lost her sister. Tanjiro still has his sister, half demonish, right? So I'm glad she was able to share that backstory with him, because now I think these two together and the way she's able to teach him, I think we're going to see him kind of get leveled up here even faster.
Yeah, and like the whole idea how she talked about that there can be hope now with the demons, because Nezuko didn't attack and she saw it for her own eyes, and now she kind of gives her a little bit of hope. I liked how they showed her sister's sword was broken, and then they touched on Tanjiro's sword being fixed. I mean, these are just little details that I'm glad they threw in.
Yeah.
For people who might be wondering.
Reforging.
And I would have to go back, or maybe you folks can help me out, but I thought in the previous episode, just before Tanjiro was fighting Rui, when he went to the flashback of his dad doing the dancing, I swear I thought they said that no matter like how tired or sick or frail, whatever words they used his dad was, he could do that fire type dance forever. And I thought maybe that would play into the breathing, because Tanjiro was doubting himself about being able to do the breathing all the time. But I'm sure we'll get to it. I'm just hoping I'm not reading too much into some of the Easter eggs, which I'm sure there are many, but just a couple of the ones that I'm catching. I'm just wondering if they're going to tie in, or if I'm hyper focusing on them too much. Who knows? But
you let us know.
With that being said,
banger.
We'll
concentration.
We'll get on to the next one. So for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This is Bad Medicine. That was Demon Slayer. Work on your breathing. See you in the next one.
while I'm sleeping, if I stop breathing right, can you hit me with these carpet beaters?
What?
Here we go. Dude, what if this wakes up Boar? Okay. Well,
Well,
I was thinking if Boar wakes up, he likes to fight.
He's gonna fight anybody.
Should give him the old
Try to hit me with those carpet beaters.
give him the old soap in the pillowcase. Or are they towels? Pillowcase or towels?
Haven't seen it for a minute. Could be either or.
By the way, a lot of folks over the last couple episodes have been confirming new music
Oh,
as we go through new
well,
seasons.
they'll have to see if it's as good. My history with anime says that the first one is usually the best. We'll see if they.
Seems to be a pattern of that, but you never know. I think
Liked
maybe
all of them on AOT.
Yeah.
it's just I think there's such positive association with the first time you're introduced to something and that excitement.
Yeah. I was walking around the mall the other day and I just love how I have this newfound knowledge of all these things that make sense to me when I see them. Like they had the little kiosk with all the anime figures.
Yeah.
Like, I know those guys. I know them.
Within the last couple weeks, there was a guy at my gym wearing Demon Slayer shorts. And then another guy at another gym wearing a Demon Slayer shirt. And I'm like, yeah, all right, right on. Strike up a conversation.
You asked them which music they like the best?
No, I didn't ask them about the theme song. Let me ask you what you think. No, just kind of like, hey, we have a reaction channel. We're watching it. One guy's shorts were like the black and green checkered. They were actually pretty cool. I was like, all right, right on.
Please let me try again.
Sure! Try your best!
He's over there.
Maybe Tanjiro needs a CPAP.
It's just you again today, huh?
I did ask them to come. I'll go talk to them about it later.
What are these guys doing all day if they're not training with Tanjiro?
Oh, look at this. It's grade school gym
I'm
class all
starting
over
to get used
again.
to training while doing total concentration breathing.
Total concentration.
Even so, the longer I continue doing it, the greater my stamina becomes.
There it is.
Yeah.
Rocky 4.
It's like Elix Skipper in TNA. Wrestling, folks.
It's a deep cut.
Who do you think got that reference out there?
TNA fans?
It's a pretty legendary spot.
Oh, well then, maybe.
I'm not far behind her. I can do this.
Oh,
Is he going to get it? No way.
just missed.
Just by that
Oh,
much.
she hit the brakes and he flew right by.
Flew right by.
Zenitsu, Inosuke.
Why are they all dirty?
I'm not helping you with them. Keep at it!
Oh.
Whoa,
right,
look
there
at that.
I did it!
Gosh, that's got to be so uncomfortable. One arm and leg off?
Yeah.
Working hard isn't my thing. Slaving away day in and day out is exhausting.
At least he's honest about it.
Juntaro, I can't seem to get the hang of anything Tanjiro shows me. It must be because I'm a lost cause, isn't it?
Nope.
Would it kill you to say something like, you're doing your best even just this once? Work harder, you say?
Get to
You
it.
say so.
And when your bird's telling you to work harder, that's when you know it's time to get your shit together.
Let's go, Monitsu.
Boar is ready.
Oh. All right.
Called Total Concentration Constant. By doing total concentration breathing all day and all night, your stamina level will skyrocket.
There we go. Back to this.
Your blood shakes, your sinew feels like boom, boom. It just takes lots of practice.
We're talking about a skill I'd call very elementary. So what's the problem here? Though I will say it does require ample effort.
Ample effort. It's a difference between something being elementary and effort. Something can be simple but still require effort.
I was sure it'd be
Grunt.
child's play for you, Inosuke. Was I wrong about that? Don't you worry. You can't do it, and that's that.
He's not going to like being told
No.
that.
I I can't
Here we
do
go.
it! Talk to me like that again, and I'll mess you up big time!
What?
I'm your number one supporter.
He's in Lerv again.
Oh, look at him go.
Proper motivation.
He is flying now.
You're in their class, so why not join them?
How is this the same show where Tanjiro found his whole family slaughtered and bloody, and now we have this level of comedy?
Oh, we're just going to go on the ride.
Ebbs and
guess.
flows, dude.
Your blood beating like a drum. Go!
You damn weakling!
You damn weakling.
Ugh, what is this?
Oh,
Jesus.
Holy shit.
I hurt.
Speaking of,
yeah, something getting heavy here.
I was sad. I was in agony. Such was my life. But then one day, I heard a snapping sound. And I never knew pain again.
Uh-oh.
wild.
That her thread that broke?
I never knew pain again, even having my parents sell me off.
Wow.
Excuse me, do you have a minute? I'm curious. Why is that child all tied up?
Good question.
She's dirty and flea-ridden. Besides, she might try to escape.
My name is Kanae Kocho. What is your name?
She doesn't have a name, all right? She never got one. Happy now? Now go away.
Asshole.
Oh,
Please don't touch my sister.
Yeah, there we
What's
go.
the deal with you two? If you're so interested in her, then buy her.
Buyer.
toss this guy off the bridge.
Is this enough?
There you go.
Hey! Get back here!
You should hurry and pick all that up. We must be going now.
Hands off! This is my money!
I hope those people throw him off the bridge.
Yeah.
Man overboard.
That got dark. Right when you were talking about how...
Right, the show or this episode.
She can't do anything on her own. She has to be told. Oh, she'll be fine. I'm serious. Taking a kid under our wing who can't even think for herself is reckless. Well, you do have a point. She can't make decisions. Even
She'll learn
simple
fast.
ones. Look how adorable she is. What kind of reason is that? A person's soul will open up when you fall in love someday. You'll change too, Kanao.
Wow, what a backstory.
Keep going. Even more. That's
There
it.
goes
You got
Boar.
this, Zenitsu.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Do, 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 do.
Here we go. Here's our crow.
Hey, they're bringing our reforged Nichirin swords now.
There we go.
All right.
How have you been since we...
How dare you snap my precious sword in two!
Well, I couldn't handle the demon.
My opponent was really strong.
Excuses.
Ow.
I'm going to kill you!
Whoa, Jesus.
Is this a new training regimen?
I don't think so.
Gosh, I guess I wasn't expecting that kind of response.
Oh.
He is.
He loves his swords more than any person. Oh, you may address me as Kanamori. I was the one who forged Master Inosuke's swords. I hope they will be useful in battle.
Boar.
Ooh, he doesn't have his tearing swords anymore though.
No, they're
Ah,
flat.
beautiful, aren't they? The dull sheen of that indigo gray hue is wonderful. A fine color for a sword.
I'm so happy you're getting a great replacement.
This is actually the first time I've ever forged blades for a dual wielder. Master Inosuke?
Yeah, because he didn't even have any hilts before. Oh, he's trying to make them like the other ones.
Good.
It's turned all better.
You bastard!
You bastard. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Well, if your blades would break on a simple stone, I mean,
Gosh,
today gonna be the day?
this episode's kind of been like intense.
Yeah.
with these hands.
That's
got
there
her.
you go. Caught her. Oh, and those.
Got her again.
Let's go! This water smells bad. I shouldn't splash it on her.
It still counts, right? Yeah, I think he still wins either way.
Yeah!
So they're gonna train harder.
Ooh,
he's got
three
three.
boulders.
Not gonna lose!
Looks like your jaw is as good as new.
There's something I wanted to ask you. Have you ever heard of the Hinokami Kagura?
I have not.
Huh? What about fire breathing?
Never heard of it.
Well, these are techniques that I learned in my family growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it'd be more common knowledge.
Apparently not.
All I can tell you is that flame breathing does exist, but that's not fire breathing. But I do know that they're very strict about the exact phrasing. Flame Hashira Rengoku might know something about this technique.
Yeah, he's the guy to go talk to.
Yeah.
I know that they said you could sleep as much as you wanted to recover all your strength. And not too long, I'll be leaving this place. I'm still practicing the new techniques, too. To turn you back into a human, I have to defeat strong demons and then send their blood to Miss Tamayo.
I know you can do it, big brother.
Whoa.
Well, that's
Is that
interesting.
A new demon power? Or is he just imagining that?
That's a great question.
For spurring me on, I vow to stay strong.
I'm just going to lean on that he's thinking that.
Oh, back to this.
Demon time.
New demon.
What the fuck? Only 3 eyes.
Got a face only mother could love.
Only 3 eyes.
Well, there could have been another one on a giant forehead.
Yeah, or something on the. Maybe he's got it. Well, no, he didn't have eyes in the back.
3 that we could
probably
see.
would have saw that. But, folks, this episode, and I'm sure it'll probably make the cut, but for as much comedy and levity as we had in this episode, I was like, how is this even the same show where Tanjiro's whole family outside of Nezuko gets slaughtered in front of him, and we see all the gory details, and of course all the things we saw before with the other demon slayers getting taken out in the woods and everything, and then we had the level of comedy and levity that we had in this episode. And then, of course, as soon as I say that, we go and we get Kano's backstory when she was a little girl and all that terrible stuff that went down. I don't know if that was her dad or just somebody who had taken ownership of her. But in my opinion, he got off way too easy. So maybe we'll dive back into that. Or maybe it was just one of those things where the best thing was just to get her away from that. And then, they could raise her up the right way and give her a chance at a better life. So yeah, this episode was incredible to have the amount of levity that we did, and then the amount of seriousness, and also glad that at least Tanjiro is ready to go off on his own. The other two, they showed them training. I don't think they're at Tanjiro's level, but they're certainly better than they were before. And hopefully, like, Zenitsu can control his emotions a little bit, and Inosuke, he needs to control his emotions. They both need to control their emotions, but in different ways, right? Like Zenitsu needs to not be so afraid, and Inosuke needs to kind of control his anger a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, a wild episode. And I just think that this episode in particular, and I don't know how you guys feel, but I think it speaks to kind of the whole series as it is kind of represented by this is the penultimate episode of season 1, and this is kind of, I think, what I've come to expect from Demon Slayer: some heavy stuff, some levity, some curiosity, and some mystery, backstory, just a little bit of everything. And I thought this episode encapsulated all of that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I think it was important to show them back training, because that's the thing. You can't have a scene where, I suppose you could have a scene where they get worked over like they did in the woods, and you could just do some sort of giant time jump. Now, I think it's implied that there's a little bit of time jump here. Obviously, it's not a 1-for-1 as far as what we're seeing them in their training, but it's good that they're showing the training, because as we saw when everybody was out on the mountain in the woods, there was a drastic gap between the skill level of the guys at the top of the core and in these guys. I mean, like, not even close. So the fact that they're doing physical stuff, but also the breathing, just shows like an all-around like training level. We saw the guy getting, faster and faster. The guy Tanjiro getting faster and faster. It's like Rocky chasing Apollo on the beach. Sooner or later, Sooner or later, he's going to catch up to him.
Gonna end in a hug in the wave.
So no, it was a good episode, and I'm glad that we got Zenitsu and Inosuke to start saying like, okay, we're going to catch up, and I think that was important. At some point, there has to be team building. They gave us levity with pretty much throughout the entire episode. Those the three young women like whapping him with like
carpet cleaner,
carpet cleaners. Like, hey, you're gonna keep your concentration breathing going while you're sleeping. I mean, I don't even know how that's really a thing. But
you mentioned a time jump, and I don't know if you remember Diamond Dave, but they said Zenitsu had to take the medicine for a certain length of time, and it was
at least 7 days if I remember, because I switched it to the sub, and they kind of gave on the left-hand side.
Oh, of how? Yeah, because
how many days? He was 5 to 7 days or something.
Okay,
like
so he was still taking the medicine, so that kind of gives us a
and
idea.
And look, the level of injuries that they sustained in the forest to heal that. I mean, those are extensive injuries. That's not even a 7-day injury. Now, granted, they could have some medicine to help heal things up a little bit, but it was also cool. They kind of gave us, letting us know that there was other people. That were part of the Corps that were out on missions and stuff like that. So it's not like everybody was just hanging around waiting for stuff to happen.
Yeah, they all got sent out.
Yeah, so that was cool. But I just another really solid episode. As far as being a penultimate episode, I feel like maybe this is kind of the episode that leads up to next episode is where, hey, you guys, this is it.
Yeah, go get the demon on the train.
You're ready. Yeah, they gave us the demon on the train. So it's like, hey, you know what? The rest of the crew is out on a mission. We need you guys. So maybe you're not ready. Ready or not, though, it's time to go out and get back out there. And at the end of the day, you can train and train and train, but you almost have to, as you're leveling up, kind of use those skills intermittently. You know what I'm saying?
We saw that with Tanjiro and all the demons that he's fought, right? I mean, he adapted and he overcame them.
And that's the thing. I think you could teach the skills. Like this is the imagine a situation where it's like, this is the training. These are the classes. These are the skills you have to master. And this is everything that we do to the people who make it to the top. But let's pretend you didn't have any actual real world fight experience throughout that course. Like once you get out there, it's going to be like, okay, how do I apply what I've learned? How does this technique apply to this particular situation where we have the setup like we have, where it's like they're out there, they're fighting, had some challenges, but for the most part, we're, coming out ahead, and then just ran into some big bosses. And so I love what they're doing with the training. But yeah, I think next episode, I think they set us up for that with the train. I think our practice time is over, folks. Time to get back out to the real world.
Well, so it was more than practice. It was rehabbing, right? Because they had a good amount of injuries coming into it. And I'm glad they spent a little more time on this one showing them trying to rehab for the most part. And I'm glad Bor and Zenitsu kind of got on the training wagon there a little bit, because they were hesitant to do so in the previous episodes. But Tanjiro kept pushing through, kept getting better, and in this episode, he finally had the speed to do everything he needed to do to surpass her. So that was actually pretty cool to see, because I wasn't sure how that was going to go, or if we were still going to get pushed into the next episode, and then that would have been a cliffhanger for season 2 for some kind of monstrous demon, right? But I am glad that we're going to get at least one more fight, win or lose, or not even finish, with the demon, considering what they've been doing all season long so far of introducing us to these demons. All unique so far. This one definitely unique. Has 3 yellow eyes all over his face. Gnarly teeth that are sharp. And yes, we got our crow in this one, but didn't say anything.
No, I was kind of bummed out by that. We didn't say anything.
Except for, not on screen. He told Tanjiro, hey, the swords are coming. Yeah. But yeah, those were reactions with the swords from I gotta say his name more.
Hageneska.
Yeah, Hageneska and Kanamura.
Yeah,
Kanamura was calm. Hageneska was excited.
Yeah,
Hagenezuka.
Well, until Bor started cutting the teeth into the sword.
Yep.
Those were some reactions I wasn't expecting, and maybe I should have because of previous stuff. But like he was saying, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah. Like, well, let's take it easy. And he was going to me, he was going for a literal stab right there.
Yeah.
So I, again, a little shocked. Pardon me if I'm not supposed to be, but it was still,
It's like,
still
hey,
shocking. But 2 years or so with, the training. Granted, he wasn't always there for the training, especially in that long 2-year stretch. But, man, and I'm in a way, too, I'm glad they did this because at least they show even more of how passionate they are about these swords.
Well, and it's, part of me is like, hey, look, pal, you're the one that made the sword that couldn't cut through the demon. That's why it broke. How is this my fault? Nobody could say he wasn't concentrating.
Look, I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, you could, if you're misusing any sort of weapon, it can break. But if you say, hey, this literally broke in a combat situation.
And they did tell us in the early episodes they would break under certain.
Yeah, this wasn't like I was trying to chop a rock in half, or practicing on trees. Like, this broke in a combat situation. So I mean, you can hardly hold them to fault or at fault for something that happens like that.
The other thing that I liked, and you kind of touched on it with the training. While yes, the training's important, Tanjiro never would have discovered flame breathing in this situation with the training. That only happens with live rounds. And Zenitsu doesn't go into his, I'll call it his Raiden state.
Lack of a better term, yeah.
Unless he, faints and he's in combat and it's something serious. So, they do need to be pushed into actual combat to one up themselves, I guess. But yeah, be curious to see how that plays out. He's
just beating up the sword on the playback here, but
it was funny. They showed him like beating on the sword, and then it was perfectly back to where it was. Everything was symmetrical, and he did a great job.
Well, I am eager to see now with the trainings how everybody is going to be moving forward. Our previous 6 or 7 that we saw prior to this, how are they all going to be interacting now? And folks, hopefully that's not a spoiler of us. If you're able to answer when Quinn and I were saying, is that really her with a power to speak to Tanjiro, or is Tanjiro playing that in his head and saying that just out loud to himself? Hopefully that's not any spoilerific if you do answer that. But right now I'm just taking it as that's just him playing her voice in his head.
Yeah, because I felt they would have made a bigger deal.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it if it was.
He would have been like, "You're talking to me. I can hear you in my head." I thought they would have maybe made a bigger deal about that. But
I felt like they would have had some kind of animation, like really painting the picture there a little bit. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Because
who knows?
It would have been kind of cool too if it is the demon power and she's able to talk to him, because maybe that can be unlocked and going into season 2, and that's how we get them to communicate a little bit more.
Yeah, well, and speaking of season 2, and I mean, we might as well just kick this off real quick. I was wondering if Tanjiro and company were going to almost take a little bit of a back seat, and we were going to watch our 6 or 7, high-level demon slayers go out and do whatever, because, to introduce them the way they did, they all had very distinct personalities and different powers and things.
Yeah.
And, so maybe we'll get back to them. Maybe we won't. I mean, that's a lot of characters to balance in these relatively, short episodes.
Well, it's, you're kind of going off in a totally new direction. How long do you do that? An episode or 2 of watching them just work people over. I mean,
gotta come back.
I think they kind of made a point when they were out in the woods of what they're capable of by having, I forget his name, by having, our main guy come through and just
take out Rui.
Yeah. I mean, just took out Rui and just without any effort whatsoever.
Yeah, it was one cut.
So I don't know that we need to go in, but I mean, I would like to learn more about them. They were very interesting characters. So
yeah, it seems like
for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe it's
you don't just introduce.
No,
right.
Maybe it's a situation where they, like one by one team up with each of them. Okay, I'm gonna go out with this, with this one and learn this, and I'm gonna go out with him, then I'm gonna go out with her, and every time you go out and you get into a battle.
Well, we'll probably have
you learn
epic
something
battle
new
at some point too with all of them.
Yeah, with everyone.
You'd think so. Yeah.
The flame or fire breathing, whichever one it's called. I'm assuming that'll be the next one that we jump to. So, well, you folks know what happens. We're just gonna have to wait and find out. Maybe we'll get the crows on the next one. So for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This is Bad Medicine. That was Demon Slayer. Whew, let's get to the final episode.
I gotta keep this up.
Do me next!
How's this?
That's nothing!
More brawn than brain. Let's go.
Dude, Zenitsu.
He still
He's
doesn't
like
have his.
really honing it in.
He is, but his arms weren't 100%
Oh,
yet.
what's this?
No. I just saw the hair.
Lower 6 panting. Kind of spoiled who we're looking at here a little bit. Whoa.
Is this her blood demon art?
This is trippy.
Zenitsu did do blood demon art.
Well, this is going to make me fucking dizzy.
This is Inception shit.
Only the lower ranks of the 12 Kisuke have been summoned. That's never happened before. Lower 5 isn't here yet. It moved. Is this her doing?
Lower 5 is...
The music is telling me this is a badass.
Who is she?
Looks like the Eye of Mordor there.
Prostrate yourselves. That's Master Muzan's
Yeah,
voice.
he's speaking through.
Even his aura is completely different. His disguise is astounding.
I was just gonna say it's his eyes.
Yeah.
Since you've assumed a different form, we...
Who gave you permission to speak? Don't presume your thoughts are of any worth to me.
Oh, wow.
All you are allowed to do is answer my questions.
A lot of respect there, huh?
Why is it you demons in the lower ranks are so utterly weak?
Weak.
You must devour more humans, gain more power. For over a century, the upper members of the 12 Kisuke have remained unchanged, and it has always been those members who have disposed of the Hashira.
Ah.
That's who.
You make it sound so easy.
You make it sound so easy.
You can read my mind?
Please! Please show me
Oh,
mercy!
look at that.
Oh, what the fuck?
Am I next? I thought I was going to do so much more.
I'm sure every time you run into a Hashira-level demon slayer, your only thoughts are of escaping.
Oh wow, this is intense.
Ah, there goes that.
Well, we're down to 3.
He is laying waste.
Whether we agree or disagree with him, he's going to kill us.
I'll run!
Running's not gonna do anything.
This POV is awesome.
The 12 Kisuke are better off consisting of just the upper ranks. I will be dismantling the others.
It's just gonna take them out. 'Cause they're worthless.
I can't regenerate my body. Why?
Oh, you're pretty well fucked, brother. Ugh.
I just look how different the animation is from what we've had before.
It's aggressive.
If you could just give me a little bit of time, I swear you won't regret it!
Exactly how long are you asking for? And what precisely can you accomplish with your meager skills?
Your blood! If you could give me a portion of your blood, I will surely rise to meet your expectations! I will fight for you, stronger than before!
Do you actually believe you're in any position to order me to give you my blood?
I was just asking.
Dunzo.
You misunderstand me! I only said...
Silence. I misunderstood nothing.
Oh, I misunderstood nothing.
Never.
I am the one who calls the shots.
I'm the one who knocks.
I am the one.
I am the danger.
It is not for you to refute. And yet you try to give me instructions. You deserve to die for that.
Okay, well. Yeah, one left.
Yeah, one left.
Do you have any last words?
This is all like a wonderful dream for me. For me to be able to perish by your very hand in the flesh. And I so enjoyed hearing the other demons' dying breaths. You have my profound gratitude for saving me for the end.
Something different?
That's more like it. I'll give you a generous amount of my blood.
Okay.
Although you may not be able to handle its magnitude in time, you are certain to become stronger. Then you are to make yourself useful by killing Hashira of the Demon Slayers. If you are able to kill the Demon Slayer wearing Hanafuda earrings, I will give you even more of my blood.
Scepter Tanjiro.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That
What a
was awesome.
sequence. Holy shit.
That was awesome.
If I kill a Hashira and this kid, I can get even more blood. It's like a dream.
All right.
It is now morning! Wake up, everyone!
It is now morning.
Head west at once! Head west at once!
Just hear that from Diamond Dave for the next week.
And west at once.
Tanjiro has a pure soul and will work diligently toward all his goals. He has a clear path in mind in regards to defeating Kibutsuji. Tanjiro told me that his father had used fire breathing.
Here we go.
But I think that Rengoku, our flame Hashira, could give him assistance.
As well as the fact he came face to face with Muzan. These signs may very well point toward this being Tanjiro's destiny.
He was really intent on bumping into me.
Little shoulder check.
This guy, was he at final selection? He bulked up a lot in such a short time.
It's been a while. Glad to see you're doing well.
Hey, Carl. Good to see you.
It was by chance I got through final selection. And after that, I was too cowardly to even step foot into battle.
None of that matters, because you kindly helped me out, Aoi. If I get hurt, I hope you'll look after me again.
Bye.
I guess I'd be saying the same thing, too.
See ya.
I mean, got great care.
Yeah.
It's top notch now.
We're heading out now. Thanks for everything.
All I did was follow the teacher's orders. And so there's no need for you to thank me. Farewell.
She actually talked to me. What was that you just flipped?
Bye for now.
Money? It says heads and tails, huh? Why did you flip it?
I flipped this to help me decide things that weren't ordered. Just now I decided whether to speak to you or not. Don't speak was heads, and do speak was tails. And tails is what it landed on.
Which do you want to do?
Nothing matters to me, so I can't decide for myself.
I don't think there's anything in this world that doesn't matter.
Unless you're the Rock.
Hey, can I borrow that? Thank you. Okay, we're gonna use this to decide whether you'll listen to your own heart.
It's like the most epic coin toss in history.
If it comes up as heads, you're going to follow your heart.
Let her call it.
Yeah.
See that, Kano? I got it!
His back was blocking it, so I couldn't see which way it fell.
It came up as head! It's the heart that drives people, so it can grow as strong as you need it to. All right, see you later.
Look at Tanjiro with the advices.
How did it come up heads? I'm sure he didn't cheat, but still.
It's a one-sided coin.
If it were tails, I was gonna keep tossing it until it finally came up as heads.
There we go.
Take care of yourself.
I'm off to battle. Holy cow. We got an Asuke without the mask on.
It's been a minute.
We hope you all defeat a lot of demons.
We'll do our best.
Hey, I told you not to eat it now!
Shut up!
He's choking him.
I hear that you've mastered total concentration constant.
I have.
You should keep at it.
About Nezuko, thank you very much. I don't know how to ever repay you.
You can thank me by doing your best work.
Oh.
We're heading out now.
Zenitsu's crying.
What? What the hell is this creature? Could it be? I've heard of such a being, the master and ruler of this land.
Psycho Sid?
This Obafemi?
Oba?
It's a train. You've never seen one?
You're bugged out, or you wake it.
Yo, get.
Or you'll wake it.
What is he doing?
He's gonna charge it.
I'm coming down.
You're gonna break your
Stop
neck.
embarrassing us! The police! Call the police!
This is dragging him.
Went through hell because of you, Inosuke! Say you're sorry! Oh, yeah? So we can't just have our swords out in public like that. If we told them about the demons, it's not like they would believe us anyway, you know?
There's that.
It's the way things go. For now.
That's the way she goes. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't. Jumping on the train.
Zenitsu!
The irony being that he's the fastest one of the three.
Right? Good, at least they saved it for the end.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they gave us last episode that baddie demon on a train, and now we're boarding a train. Is it safe to say that they gave you a preview of what was going to be on this train they jumped on?
There he is. Guy gonna help him with the flame breathing. Oh boy, one of our
Look
demons.
who's here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this song is so awesome.
Yeah.
The beast of the land is gonna take them where they need to go.
This thing can move so fast. Ooh, there's something?
Something looks like around 23 something.
Well, we want to hear the song, so we'll let this play.
Yeah, we'll
out.
let it play. No harm in that.
I will not allow anyone here to perish.
That's what it looked like. Makes sense. He was on the train, right? Yeah, he was in the window. You guys didn't see him on the train? Seriously?
Yeah, like 2 minutes ago.
Anyway,
he was literally just on the train.
Yeah.
Just saw it.
Well, I'm assuming that maybe that jumps into the future episodes or whatever, but nonetheless.
Oh,
the boys never saw a train before. Well, at least
Yeah, right there.
Tanjiro
On the train, yeah.
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 At least Tanjiro and Inosuke have never seen a train before.
Well, the fact that Inosuke wanted to attack it,
headbutt it,
instead of saying what sort of machinery is this, just I mean, it's for all jokes aside, it's pretty telling how much of the world that he's seen that he can't distinguish a train from some sort of wildlife or life form.
Yeah. Well, and we've kind of seen that. I think was it Avatar or Legend of Korra where they would be like out in the wild and it had that very like old pre-industrial revolution feel. And then they would come into the city and they had electricity and cars and trains and everything. That's kind of the vibe that I get here, where when the boys were up in the woods fighting, it was very, very old world. Yes, that's where I'm looking for. Old world, pre-industrial revolution, whatever you want to call it. Of course, horseback and swords and everything else. But then all of a sudden we go into the city and they have all the modern conveniences and, the train conductor, security guard types. They see these three guys with swords. One guy's shirtless with a boar's head. I mean, I try pulling that off and see how TSA handles that these days.
Never know.
But, and the other thing that I wanted to hit on is why did, Muzan, I guess, let Tanjiro live at that scene in the city? He's got to know there's bigger plans for him, or does he want to turn Tanjiro into a demon and try to bring out his power? Because we saw how ruthless he was with his demons that weren't getting the job done.
He was still with his family, so it's we put him in a bit of a compromising situation. I think that many people around in the middle of the city, he's with his family, so it's not like.
Yeah, but with that crowd, he could just kind of walk by, slit the throat.
Just something real quick and easy.
I don't know what happened. Look, there he is. Because he turned that one guy into a demon. But yeah, it's the other thing that I loved about this scene, and I don't know how you guys felt about it, but I loved the switch in the animation. I mean, this is completely different than when we were training back at the Wisteria. I believe it was the Wisteria places where they were training. And the way the animation was there, this almost looks like the wood of the buildings and the steps and what they're standing on. It almost looks more realistic than what our previous animation.
Well, we're just going back over it right now, and it's interesting because the wood almost has a graininess to it, and then the characters have the bright pop, so it almost gives it, like right now, it almost has like this 3D feel to it.
Yeah,
which is interesting. But speaking of that, the animation and the place they were in, I mean, and I've mentioned this before, there's not a lot of times where we watch things on this channel where you get physically dizzy, or your eyes start hurting a little bit. And, we're watching on a relatively decent sized monitor. So it's like when that room starts spinning and stuff like that, it's like, wow, that threw me off. But it is definitely It was intense, and I think having Kibutsuji, Master Muzan, I don't know what we're supposed to call him, but I think in that environment just kind of it's kind of like painted this picture of like how like powerful he was. It was this huge, big like environment where everything could spin, and you had stairs going sideways and upside down, and people were all over. And that was a really powerful scene for me. And it was interesting, we got spoiled, only a couple seconds before with captions saying it was, lower 6. And then all of a sudden we realize like, okay, he's taking out the, of the 12 Kazuki, he's taken out, we lost number 5.
Yeah. These guys were on Rui's level, who we didn't think was weak at all, but apparently he's got no use for.
And it's interesting. It's like, he didn't even give them names. Lower 3, lower 3. Lower 6, and talks about, that was an interesting point that Kibutsuji brought up as well, that the upper 6 had been around for a century, and those are the ones he trusts to take out the Hishira. Yeah. And so now he's
said they haven't even changed. Like
haven't changed at all. So that concerns me that he's got 6 demons that he uses as his go-getters when it's time to take out the Hishira, and that he is this quick to just dispose of the lower 6. And it wasn't even like, I suppose, insubordinance when you're with your thoughts, but like, that's crazy. Like, imagine like everything you were getting judged, not for the things you said or how you responded, but for just the thoughts going through your head, which sometimes can be difficult to control.
The way he would twist their words is like, if you could just give me some of your blood. What do you mean you demand my blood? Who are you to make demands of me? You're done.
Yeah, done.
That conversation was actually pretty awesome. The reason why I say this is because, yes, they were asking, telling him I can still be of use, and if you won't regret it, just give me some of your blood. And the way that they were asking, he was able to, so you're telling me what to do.
You're telling me I made a mistake?
Okay, well, all right, well, you're done. You're done. You're done. Well, any last thoughts before you're done? And then, lo and behold,
that last demon.
Yeah, that last demon got some blood, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty interesting that it was twofold. Well, if you survive my blood, great. Use it as motivation. Do this, and I'll give you more because I know you'll survive it.
Give you more.
But you don't survive my blood. Well, at least I got what I wanted anyway. And,
see ya.
And you're done. So him just not giving a shit. Like if we didn't understand that before, this was to nail in the coffin to make sure you did know. Yeah, he does not care.
Yeah,
there's always another demon. And there's always someone else that he's looking to rise up in the ranks.
He can always make a new one.
Yeah. Yeah. So this villain has been, and I was wondering if we were going to get any more, and I was kind of debating as time has gone on, like, is it enough? Have we seen enough of him? Should we have more? Is it just the right kind of, amount of screen time? And after this episode, I think it was right there, like it was okay that what we've had, because I feel like maybe as the seasons go on, we're probably going to get more. But selfishly, do I wish we had more? Absolutely. Did it work with what they have given us? For me, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I love the kind of the mystery around him a little bit. Okay, it's like now we know. It's like we're learning in every scene that we get with him. We learn how powerful he is and what he's capable of. He can take any form that he wants. Essentially, he can have this big, massive dragon's head type thing come out of his arm, and there's this level of mystery and intrigue. Well, we still don't know quite how powerful the other 12 Kazuki are, the upper level ones.
Top 6, yeah.
We saw where Rui was at, and he was mopping the floor with everybody, except for Tamioka when he came in and one slash and it was done. So the levels of characters and the mismatch with everybody, it's like everybody's either level 1 or level 10. It's like there's nothing in between, and maybe that's where our boys are at right now with their training and whatever's about to go down on the train with and of course Rengoku is on the train, and we'll see what's gonna happen here. But I was very surprised they didn't show the demon again.
Oh, from the last episode.
From the previous episode.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a teaser. And it was interesting because I thought, I was trying to, do the math on this one and say, okay, they're on a train. It's probably the demons on the train, but then they showed one of the lower 6 on the train as well. So I'm curious as to whether we have, our crew plus Rengoku on the train, and then one of the lower 6, as well as the demon that we saw earlier. So it's kind of like we got multiple levels. Like our crew can take out maybe the demon with 3 eyes, and maybe Rengoku's going to have to go after one of the lower 6. Although, with the way it was written, I would be surprised if he was like, I'll give you my blood, and if you can go defeat a Hirshiro, then you can have more, and then just to like 86er right away. Yeah. Or look, maybe our crew teams up and they get their first victory over one of the lower 6. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can predict. The one thing that I find interesting is that, they've touched a little bit about Tenjiro and his father doing the fire. Yeah. And we have Rengoku on the train, who he's their fire guy. So when we talk about all the water forms and everything like that, well, how much more Jesus, how much more powerful does he get when all of a sudden it's fire as well?
Yeah, because we saw that against Rui. Like, that's what basically saved Tanjiro. That and Nezuko doing her thing as well with the was the demon blood explosion, I think it was. But either way, they touched on that a little bit too in Muzan's area. They kind of talked about some of the demon abilities, and when they first showed the girl or the woman with the musical instrument, I thought it was Nezuko in like some kind of dream sequence, because the hair was similar to what they show the back of Nezuko's hair, but that wasn't the case. Thankfully she wasn't there, because I didn't know if it was like some kind of weird thing where Muzan was able to get inside her mind and see what was happening, because we know we can read minds. They gave us that. So excited to see what the season 2 opener's like. And we're just going back here and watching now. And we had the guy from the initial training with the scar in his face, our final selection, and nothing out of him. Just walked right by and kept going.
Well,
so
maybe he doesn't like how much training and attention Tenjiro and the crew's getting, and he wants to be out doing his own thing.
They said he bulked up so fast. I mean, it's wow, that's another movie we'll reference at another time. But this is a fun episode. Again, different for a finale though. I mean, cliffhanger, not so much, but led us in another direction.
I think it was good for a finale. They were in the woods on the mountain, got worked over. They made their way back to where the Hashira were, got healed up, went through some training. Obviously, some huge moments with Nezuko and testing as to whether she could really be trusted around humans, and then kind of got healed up and got out onto their own journey, and they end up on the same train, presumably as one of the lower 6, and kind of finding their way back into a precarious situation. And then literally the train rode off into the woods. I thought this was a really solid ending, and I'm guessing that we're going to start season 2 with guns a-blazing on that train.
Yeah. I guess you could kind of say like it was probably just a slight cliffhanger, right? Because we saw the demon on the train. Last episode, we saw the demon. And then we saw our crew get on the train. I like how they ended the season. We didn't get the intro music, but it was at the end of the episode. So I like how they did that. Kind of like get you hyped up for what's coming. Mm-hmm. I am curious though, for all you folks who watch this on the regular, what was it like when the season finale hit? Was it like, oh yeah, we're going off, and like, or you know how some shows, like I'll reference Walking Dead, there was season 10 maybe, their finale with when we finally got winter.
Yeah,
such a letdown. It was like a finale and it didn't even do shit. So I'm curious if that's how people felt about this, or it was like, yep, nope, good, waiting for season 2 here. So, overall, I enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got a little spoiled with the number of cliffhangers that we had throughout this first season, and that may have kind of gotten me expecting something that didn't necessarily need to happen. It was all set up for the next season, which I do like. And the thing too is how many episodes, and again, this you folks all know, we'll find out soon enough, but we had 6 episodes or so when they were in the mountain fighting Rui. So I mean, I'm sure we're gonna have a number of episodes on the train. If they've taught us anything, it's that the battles with the demons are never
well, yeah, folks were already telling us do episode 1 and then do the train movie, and that'll cover almost up to 7 episodes, and then that's when we kick back in at episode 7 or 8.
Oh, that
and then
compresses everything into one shot. And then okay, I got you. Yeah, well,
so
I'm here for it, gentlemen. Let's take the ride.
Coming next here
for season 1 of Demon Slayer. Look, for me, again, another anime that you folks recommended that blew me away, something I never would have watched, yada yada. I've said it all before, of course, when watching something new. But for me, this was a 5 out of 5 answers. Look, the level of or I guess the different types of animation that we had throughout the season, the levity and then the seriousness, and then sometimes it's in the same episode, was incredible. Fell in love with these characters. And for me, that's the biggest thing. Do I connect with the characters and do I enjoy them? And absolutely I do. For me, this is a 5. Again, a lot of times people say, well, what would you change? I wouldn't change anything. That's why it's a 5 for me.
5 for me. I'm in the same boat. Look, I love the animation style. I love that we do have the levity. I love the story that they're giving us. And look, the inner monologue from Tanjiro that you get, it adds so much to the show, having that inner monologue and being able to verbalize feelings that otherwise you have to tell that story only with facial expressions. I love it. 5 for me.
And the theme song for me puts it over the top as well.
Yeah. 4. Of course, I got shit everywhere. 4.5 for me. Total concentration on this first season here. Enjoyed it. I expect this score to probably consistently go up for me. Hopefully, if this is any indication, I can only imagine we're going to get deeper and darker. I would think.
I'll judge you by that scene with Luzon.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, right.
How we're right now. I'm trying to figure out how do they beat him. And right now, hard to tell that they can't. Now, I'm not saying they can't because obviously you all know they're still kind of going with the story. So, but again, I'm just trying to figure out in my head right now where they're at. How does it get done?
Teamwork.
Can't see it yet, but I'm sure we'll get there.
All right. Well, we'll find out soon enough, as you all know, because you already watched it. So we're going to jump into season 2. For Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This is Bad Medicine. That was Demon Slayer. Let's get on that train. See you on the next one.